It's really cool in here. I think we both went, wow.
They have my favorite beer in the world.
And it gave you that like crunchiness of fried ice cream, and I really liked that. Hello, beautiful humans. My name is Riley. Welcome back to the channel. I am the Florida-based half of the theme park Damsels. I am here at Epic Universe on opening weekend, and we're gonna do a restaurant review. And since Frankie wants absolutely no spoilers whatsoever, she is not here with me, and she is not going to watch this video until after she comes. But I can't do a restaurant review alone, so I have producer extraordinaire Jimmy. Guys, this is his official introduction.
Hello.
On camera. We're equal partners in this today. We've got reservations at the Blue Dragon for lunch. Look how cute she's cutie. I looked over the menu yesterday. It seems like they've got some dim sum, some small plates, bigger plates, and then they've got like big plates. So I assumed it was Asian cuisine based on the dragon.
Yes.
We will find out for sure as we head in here. Do you have anything you're excited about?
I feel like I read somewhere early reviews, like preview time, and it was all good.
Okay.
So I have medium to high expectations. So far, the food I've had here in the park in general has been great.
Yes.
So I am hoping that this will be equally as good, and we'll enjoy whatever the Pan-Asian food is inside.
I think I have higher expectations because we've really done basically just a quick service.
True.
This is an actual sit-down dining, signature dining location. So if they should be pulling out all the stops.
Yeah.
Right? Reservations are recommended / required. You can do those either online or via the Universal app. I think as word gets out, these reservations will be harder to snag as there are only 2 sit-down restaurants here in Epic Universe. This and the Atlantic, and both are in Celestial Park. Enough talking about it. Let's get inside. Into the Blue Dragon we go. First impressions. It's really cool in here. I think we both went, wow. So you walk in, there's all this really cool like neon signs, but like they're like of animals or like storefronts. Very cool. And then there are 3 separate dining areas. So it's definitely kind of bigger than I was expecting. We got seated in the Eternal Night Market. We've got this really cool, maybe you can kind of see it behind me, this blue neon dragon, and they like circle like the whole night market. So we're dining under the stars. And then I was able to pick our server's brain about the other 2 rooms. And there's the VIP dining area, the private dining room. And it's got like your traditional sliding doors, but they're like the paper panels on them. And all of the panels in there have views of Celestial Park. So cool. And then over this way is going to be like the Tiger Bar. And that's sort of like an extension of the actual bar itself. And the bar itself is first come, first serve. So it's like open seating, but the tables are reserved for like the dining room. You have to have a reservation or walk-ups, and they are taking walk-ups. There is outdoor seating as well. So there's definitely lots of seating in the Blue Dragon. I'm gonna give you to Jimmy, and he's gonna go over the drinks.
Drinks. We've got a pretty extensive drink menu here, broken down by sake, cocktails, mocktails, draft beer, bottle or canned beer, and wine. Looking over everything, I do love sake, but I did not get any sake today because they have my favorite beer in the world, which is a red rice ale from Hitachino Nest. Oh, guys, I strongly recommend that if you enjoy beer, you have to give it a try. I was very happy for that. Riley went with one of the cocktails, the Chengdu Dream. So they wanted to pay homage to the proprietor of the restaurant and made a cocktail based on Chengdu. Besides all the alcoholic beverages, they do have a tea service. Riley's not a big fan of tea. I enjoy tea, but again, I saw my beer and I had to go with that. So we did not do the tea service, but it is available if you would like a, I think, somewhat traditional Chinese tea service. Plenty to drink here. I'm very happy with my drink. Riley will review hers in just a bit.
Jimmy said I was gonna try my drink for you, so here we are. Kai Ming is the founder slash proprietor of the Blue Dragon. So she is from, where from?
Chengdu.
Chengdu. And so this is her beautiful cocktail. It is this tiki inspired cocktail, but they've got all imported liquors. He was explaining the flavor profile, and he was like, sometimes it kind of goes more towards mezcal, but then other sips it's like a white rum. I said, okay, you know what? Sign me up, because I love some blue curacao, white grapefruit juice, and pineapple juice. And you guys know I'm a big pineapple girly. So cheers. There's a sugar rim. Ooh, it's definitely your tropical tiki drink. Absolutely. I'm not pulling the mezcal. I definitely get the white rum and then like the pineapple juice. Tiki sometimes can be like really strong. This is not a strong, like alcohol forward drink. This is a juice forward drink. Super yummy. The color is beautiful. Comes with a flower, a little blue dragon. I would give this a 5 out of 5. I would absolutely order this again. Delicious. Now, before we get into food, which I'm going to give you back to Jimmy for that, we're going to get into the lore of the Blue Dragon. So the Blue Dragon is Draco, and he is based on the constellation Draco, which led Kai Ming to Celestial Park. And so she decided to come here and create the Blue Dragon for us. And so she went to all the different Asian markets all over the world and took all of her favorites and came up with the menu. So that's why we're going to have Chinese inspired and Thai inspired food. That's why it's all on the menu, because she went there, she explored, and she put them all together for us to enjoy. The bar is the Tiger Bar, and his name is Hayu, and that's her pet tiger, and so that's his bar over there. And he is very mischievous and likes to steal the food, so you have to kind of watch out for him when you're here. But I love that Draco the Dragon was like inspired by a constellation that took her to Celestial Park and wanted to share all of her favorites with all the Celestials and all of the travelers. So that is your backstory for the Blue Dragon. Now on to the food and what we ordered.
I think the most important thing to know about the food is that it's served explorer style, which means what you order, as soon as it's hot and ready, they bring it out to the table. So it's not done by courses, it's just by what is ready. Let's get that out so you can eat that at the right time. You're not waiting for anybody else. It's just, here's your food, great. The menu is split up by small plates, dim sum, noodles and rice, and big plates. We decided we wanted to try more rather than less, so we stayed away from the big plates. We got the Sweet and Sour Calamari with the Shrimp Siu Mai Dumplings, and then the Dragon Fried Rice, which is like seafood fried rice. So in case you have any allergies, the Dragon Fried Rice does come with seafood and it comes with sausage in it. We inquired, you can remove both the seafood and shellfish and the sausage. So you can have that Dragon Fried Rice however you want. They're very conscious of allergies, which is wonderful. We love that that's an option there. Thinking about the food that we got, at least me personally, everything's a 5 out of 5. The Sweet and Sour Calamari was phenomenal. Calamari can be a little bit chewy, and you're just tasting more of the breading than you are the calamari. This was great breading, great calamari. The sweet and sour sauce on top of it is amazing. Our dumplings were fantastic. They're just little dumplings, but we devoured them. Comes with some soy sauce, fantastic. And the Dragon Fried Rice, you can taste the difference between crab with a C and crab with a K. This is definitely crab with a C, the real deal. The shrimp's good, the crab's good, the rice is fantastic. I'm very happy with the food that we got here today. So far, this has exceeded expectations. All the food at the park has been phenomenal. This is no exception. Really enjoying the menu here at the Blue Dragon.
More on food from Riley. I'm gonna read you like the descriptions of what we got so you can kind of get a deeper background, understanding, whatever. So the sweet and sour calamari pretty much is exactly what it sounds like. It's sweet chili glazed crispy calamari, and it came with like these circular chips, and they are lotus root. And they were actually really yummy. But like the sweet and sour like definitely changes like the flavor profile on like the breading of the calamari. You can get calamari pretty much anywhere, but really good calamari is very hard to find. Shrimp dumplings were steamed garlic ginger shrimp dumplings, house dipping sauce. So it was not just soy sauce, like Jimmy said, it was house dipping sauce. And the sauce was 5 out of 5 Damsel Delight. And the dumplings were just like, well, pop in your mouth treats. They were delicious. 5 out of 5 on those. Those were my favorite of the food that we ordered, was the dumplings for sure. Jimmy had said the dragon fried rice was wok fried rice, lump crab shrimp, Chinese sausage, egg, and snow peas. It was really good. It was actually really hot. Like we had to like let it sit because it came out so fresh. It was that hot. 5 out of 5 on that as well. Like Jimmy said, K versus C crab. You can really tell the difference. And the shrimp, I've not had shrimp that beautifully cooked, like exactly how it should be in quite some time. So it was definitely a lovely surprise. Damsel Delights across the board. They did not disappoint. We did order dessert. The dessert menu, there are 3 options. You've got a kefir lime rice pudding. Our server, Andrew, amazing by the way. Ask for Andrew, he'll tell you everything you need to know. Did not recommend that. He recommended either the Banana Napoleon or the passion fruit mooncake. Passion fruit mooncake is passion fruit cheesecake, dragon crust, mango passion fruit. We went and chose the Banana Napoleon. Miso butterscotch bananas. The butterscotch bananas are what sold us. 5 spice wontons. It literally has a number 5. And vanilla ice cream. A la mode, guys. A la mode. You can't go wrong with that. Dessert.
Yes.
It was the Banana Napoleon. The Napoleon banana.
I think it was Banana Napoleon.
I think it's a 4, maybe a 5. What did you think?
I'd give it a 4 out of 5.
Because you want more ice cream.
I wanted more ice cream, absolutely.
Yeah.
But it was all delicious, just I needed more ice cream.
It was very unique. It definitely had like a fried ice cream. Have you ever had that? I feel like there was a time frame where there were a lot of Mexican restaurants, chains, not actual real Mexican restaurants, that were doing the whole fried ice cream thing. And it definitely had that vibe. And that's because of the wontons and like the sugar and the cinnamon that they like coat it in, dip it in. And it gave you that like crunchiness of fried ice cream. And I really liked that.
It was very good.
But it had like fresh bananas. And I don't think the bananas were at their like peak freshness.
No.
I think that they were getting slightly mushy. So your banana experience may be different on that. 4 out of 5. That's my score.
Yeah, good score. 4 out of 5.
4 out of 5. How do you feel about your entire experience? What would you rate it?
I think overall, 5 out of 5 Damsel Delight. The theming was great. Our server Andrew was phenomenal. He sat and talked with us well, he didn't sit down. He talked with us for a long time about answer all the questions that we had.
Yeah.
Told us the lore of the restaurant. It was all great. And the food was great. And he was also very concerned, like, how we enjoyed it and if there's any feedback to give to the chefs. We had no feedback other than more ice cream with the dessert. But besides that, it was all really, really good. I really enjoyed that meal.
I love the lore. I love that they thought about it and they brought that into the restaurant, which I think is incredible, but also sad because he was like, nobody ever asks. They just kind of sit down and have the food. And I want to know. I know that the creative team here at Universal put deep thought and deep love into it and how they tie it into Celestial Park. And so he was like, oh, wait, you want to know about the restaurant? Okay, let me go find out the tiger's name. Let me verify and like all of that. So it was really fun for me. I love having an entirely brand new theme park to like just get into that nitty gritty of like who thought about it? Why is it that color? Why is the dragon blue? Like, you know what I mean? Also, 5 out of 5 Damsel Delight. We will absolutely be back to have more explorer style dining across the board. It was an absolute delight. So book your reservation, get on it, come eat here.
It was delicious. You can't go wrong.
It was delicious. It was delicious. So thank you guys so much for coming along with us on our dining review here at the Blue Dragon. And if you want some more dining reviews, go ahead and check out the link down below. This is our first Universal dining review.
Yeah.
Oh, we got to get on that. So if you want more dining reviews of theme parks in the Orlando area, make sure you check out the link down below in the description. Oh, babe, you're going to have to say Frankie's line. Oh, no. And as always,
like and subscribe
for more.